Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're gonna make something a little bit different. We're gonna prove that with any camera you can make great photos. And to do that, it's gonna be quite simple. We're gonna make the same photo with different cameras. What do you want now? Do you think that with any camera you can make great photos? Yeah, of course, with any camera. Yeah? Why don't you prove this? Let me see first. Take it. Yeah, I think I can do it. But if I make a great photo with this, then you have to subscribe to my channel. Fair enough. Alright then. So, if you are the kind of person that thinks that the camera is the most important to make great photos, stick around until the end because the results will blow your mind. So, now let's go. Cool, has also video games. Alright, the first thing here is to find out a nice composition with the toy camera. Why with this one? Because it's the one that has more limitations. Which means if I can find a nice composition with this camera, with the other ones will be very easy to replicate the photo. So, let's begin. Fortunately, it's not the best moment to make this photo because there is too much light in the background. Anyway, I think it may work as well. So first, let me explain you what I have here. In this photo, I'm going to use the branches of the trees as leading lines to connect different parts of the photo. In this way, the viewer will look through all the frame of the photo in a pleasant way, making the photo more dynamic and nicer. Now let's begin with our first camera, the toy camera. This camera has 2 megapixels, you cannot even focus where you want, you can focus all in the middle of the frame, and it costs 24 euros. The second camera of today is my smartphone, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11. This smartphone has 2 cameras, the main one with 50 megapixels and the second one, the ultra-wide lens with 12. As you can see, it's not one of the best smartphones of the market, but still, the quality of the pictures are great, and it costs around 150 euros. Our third camera of today is the Canon G7X. The sensor has 20 megapixels, and the lens covers from 24 till 100 millimeters. I would say that this one is an entry-level camera and is really nice for beginner photographers. This camera was released in 2014, so I couldn't find the actual price because it's out of the market right now. And finally, we're gonna test a camera that a professional may have, the Canon EOS R. This camera has a full-frame sensor with 30 megapixels. And the lens that we are using today is the Canon EF 16 to 35mm f4, one of the sharpest lenses for landscape photography. The actual price for this setup may cost around 2,500 euros, so here you can expect a really good quality pictures. Well, we have all we want right now, so the next step is to go home and see all the pictures on the computer. So, let's go! Alright, we are back for our adventure and now it's time to check out the photos. First, we're gonna start with the Canon EOS R. I'm gonna show you the RAW file and I'm gonna edit it just a little bit. This is the RAW file, we go to settings and just we push auto. The picture looks a bit better right now. Pretty much that's it. We're gonna change a bit the greens. I don't wanna change too much the photos. We're gonna add some vignette in. And that's it. We did it in 30 seconds, I guess. Now I'm going to do the same procedure for the rest of the pictures, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you both versions. The second picture is the one that we did with the Canon G7X. This is the RAW file, and this is the last version. The third picture is the one that we did with the smartphone, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11. As you can see, the picture is a bit overexposed because I took it in the auto mode of the phone, and this could be the last version of the photo. And now we're gonna see what everybody is waiting for, the toy camera. As you can see, the camera didn't even focus. To be honest, I thought that the quality of this picture will be much better, but probably the lens that they use is horrible. And this would be the last version of the picture. Anyway, the composition, the light and the subject is quite similar to the other photos, so in the end the photo is not that bad. The only problem is that this camera is not able to focus well. And now, if I post these pictures on Instagram, would you be able to tell me with which camera were taken? You would probably only guess the one that was taken with this camera, because this one doesn't even focus well. So before we start with the conclusions, if you really like the content of this channel, why don't you subscribe? It's free! So with this little experiment, we prove that the camera itself is not very important to make great photos. In the end, the most important is the person behind of it. The camera itself is just a tool. The point is that you have to understand what can you do with it or not. For example, this camera, I wouldn't use it for sport photography, even if it's really nice for landscape photos. The Canon EOS R doesn't have the best autofocus of the world, and also you cannot take too many frames per second. On the other hand, this camera is robust and it's sealed, so I know that if I go out with bad weather, it will work properly. Don't let me wrong, with this camera you can make also great sport photos, but probably you will miss a lot of nice shoots as well. So if you wanna upgrade your camera, don't focus just on the image quality, focus on your needs. Nowadays, any camera has a really good image quality. In the end, the purpose of a camera is to make your work easier for you. And now, what is your excuse? We prove that even with a smartphone, you can make great photos. And if you still need more motivation to go out, why don't you check out one of my other videos? There are plenty of tips and great ideas. And that's it for today, so thank you so much for watching the video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Agur eta horrengo arte. Well, look who is here. Fine, I subscribe.